Zero.
That tune is by DJ Real. Welcome to Blabbermouth. I'm Red Scott.
And I'm Phil Griffiths. Thank you for watching Blabbermouth, where comics play games, talk shit, and go home with absolutely no prizes. We're back for our final episode, Red. This is it. You ready?
Oh, I'm ready. And this is not only is this our last show, not only is this our 69th show, but I am gobsmacked to see the calendar and realize that our own Phil Griffiths, ghostwriter of Olivia Rodrigo's Sour, turns 157 years old today. Nathaniel Hawthorne, author of The Scarlet Letter, died in 1864, and a month later, a baby dressed like the Gordon's fisherman was born with the scarlet A on his yellow slicker. Coincidence? I think not. Happy birthday, Phil.
Thank you, man. That was my favorite slicker. I wore that for a long, long time.
Oh, we got a hype train going on our last show. We've had multiple resubs. Thank you, Big Guy Ruiz. We appreciate you. Also a sub from God Eats Bagels and Kirk H. I have terrible news. I just said that this is our last show. Oh, check the sound? Oh, wait. No. Oh, you're fucking with me. God damn it.
He's reading our notes on the table.
Oh, yeah. It always says check the sound. It said that every time. Welcome. Is there anything else we need to discuss before we get into it, Phil?
I don't know. Just this is it. This is the last one. Thank you for coming out and watching these shows. Hopefully you guys have had a good time, and we'll hopefully have another one tonight. But there's been a lot of comics on the show that have come out and done the show for free, and it's always been nice that they do that. And hopefully we helped something in the last year. Maybe it was you, maybe it was others, but hopefully it just helped us. I know it helped me get through the last year, so I just want to say thanks to Red for teaching me what the fuck to do with a microphone and how it's different. But all this just been a great experience, and learned a lot, and got closer to Red, which is great. And now I'll get to be farther apart from him, which is also great.
Mean, I could literally make that happen with the graphic right now if I wanted to. Also, I want to say somebody gave us the hype train, and it's at 94%. And if we don't get to level 2 of the hype train, I'm going to stop this show right now. That's disgusting.
It'll be our first level 2 hype train.
Yeah, sub, gift, or use bits. There we go. That's progress. There, we already hit level 2.
Hell yeah.
I've also enjoyed the show this past year. It's been a lot of fun. But more importantly, we have a great lineup of comics. Let's introduce our contestants.
Yeah, our first comic tonight is a Blabbermouth favorite. He's the Billy Mays of NorCal Honda, the co-host of the Hesby Street podcast, where he's constantly having to ask Toriel Van Grohl to not do all the work, all while trying to plot his revenge against God Eats Bagels. Please welcome Zack Chapaloni.
Hey guys, Thank you so much for having me. It's going to be bittersweet. I am sorry that I'll never get to watch this show again, but I will be relieved to never have to hear God Eats Bagels chime in on the bottom portion of this screen.
Who just gave us a very touching that he enjoyed it looking through the pandemic. Frankly, I don't want Zack to win anymore, and I control who gets points.
So, Zack, my question tonight is related. Without access to God Eats Bagels on Blabbermouth, how will you get your revenge?
I'm already working on some things. I teamed up with former Trump people that worked very close to, psychopaths that can research stuff. And I'm going to find you, God Eats Bagels. I'm going to find you. I'm going to storm your environment. And I'm going to kick my feet up on your desk. And I hope you have papers. And I hope they're sorted and filed, because I'm going to throw them all over your office or gamer chair or whatever kind of setup you got.
It does.
Sounds hot.
God Eats Bagels says sounds hot. He's right.
Oh, it's going to be hot.
That is a movie I want to see for sure. But thanks for joining us, Zack. I appreciate it.
Yeah.
Oh, I want to shout out my Red's dad here. That's my dad is in the chat. So welcome. Thank you for being here. And as I assume Red's mom here, they can only log into one account at a time. But they're both here. Next up, please welcome a giant in the world of comedy, a mercenary that goes wherever a chance to win another ring takes her, the slick assassin co-host of the podcast Ad Wizards, and a Blabbermouth favorite. Thank you for being here, Aviva Siegel.
Thank you for having me. Sad this is the last show. Hey, guys.
All right, Aviva, you co-host a podcast about advertisements called Ad Wizards.
Yeah.
What is your favorite TV commercial of all time?
Favorite TV commercial of all time. That's a tough one. I don't know if this is my favorite commercial. It's a local SoCal commercial, but the jingle for Keys on Van Nuys. I don't know if you've heard it, but it's smooth. It's a beautiful song. I would listen to it, just on my own time. Keys on Van Nuys.
What would it sound like if you were singing Keys on Van Nuys?
Oh, I was. Already regret bringing this up. What would it sound like if I were to sing it?
I would like to hear your impression of Aviva
all right.
Siegel singing Keys on Van Nuys.
Let me take a moment here. It goes like keys, 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 keys on Van Nuys, keys, 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 keys on Van Nuys, and so on and so forth. It's clearly what I've presented to you. It's a great song. I would if I could throw out a couple more commercials, look up the Chicago commercial Eagle Man. An eagle lays an egg on top of a car. It's for car insurance. It's really good. A lot of great commercials out there.
All right. Thank you so much, Aviva. We appreciate
Thank you.
you being on this, our final show.
And our next comic is another favorite of ours, a former Blabbermouth poker champion, known lovingly in the Blabberverse as Tony One Pair, because he was sadly born with only one pair of testicles. He's the one true god of Hesby Street Podcast, Zack's favorite former roommate. Please welcome Tony Zavala.
Hey, Red and Phil, did you get that final show gift that I sent to y'all's houses?
What was it?
Well, it's a surprise. So did you get it?
I don't think so.
No.
Okay, well, just know that I sent you a gift. And if you get it, you get it.
It is the thought that counts, I guess.
If you don't get it, it's the mail's fault.
I don't see how hard it is. I have to do improv with him on my podcast. That was a game. You're supposed to yes and it, you guys.
All right. So, Tony, as Zack's former roommate, did you ever see Zack naked, and how small is it?
I did see him naked. He was not aware of it, but I have my ways. And, it's smaller than you think.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm flattered.
All right. Thanks for joining us, Tony.
Happy to be here.
And
For the
finally,
final show.
the tender warm center of the San Francisco comedy scene ever since she drew the pen Excalibur out of James Joyce's mythical inkwell. She's been the universe's true wordsmith. When it comes to Blabbermouth, she's not a player. She just crushes a lot. It's Big Pun herself. Please welcome Natasha Muse.
Woo!
Hey guys. Hey, I'm so happy to be here. I'm sorry I was late. And I got to admit, I was a little spaced out during all the what have you, because I was thinking, like, you got the graphics, you got the music, you got all the tech stuff down. I feel like you finally got a little charisma, a little chemistry. I feel like you guys are poised to really, I feel like the wheels are finally on the machine and you're ready to, this thing is ready to really start getting good. So, I'm just excited for you guys. I was just thinking about how I feel like tonight, it's finally all come together for Blabbermouth, and I'm excited to see what the future holds. Anyways, again, I'm sorry I was late and I missed all of the preamble or whatever was happening before, but just excited to be here and excited for you guys and what the future holds with Blabbermouth.
Thank you. I think this show has a bright future over the next hour.
Nice.
All right, Natasha, as a big fan of words, what is your favorite word and why?
I'm going to say splendiferous. That comes to mind. Splendiferous. It's fun to say. It means just wonderful, but like flowery and good. Like this show is splendiferous.
Excellent. Thank you
is
so
that a good
much.
Word? Sorry, I wasn't funny.
No, I like it. It's a good word. I was wondering for a second if it was a real word.
Fuck nut.
Whoa.
Now we're cooking. Now we are cooking.
I feel like you just watched Natasha in real time readjust from entertaining children to trying to make comics laugh. Just like, all right, this other gear here. Let me switch it out of first grade back into go fuck yourself.
Make it about fuck.
Splendiferous is a real word.
That's
Excellent.
great.
All right. I'm going to use that in Scrabble and see where it gets me. All right. That is enough blabbering. It's time for some mouth.
Hell yeah. Our main game here is Punched Up, where comics write punchlines to joke setups provided by us. But before we can play that game, we need to give our comics some time to write those punchlines. So we'll play a warm-up game with two of the comics while the other two go into the Blabbermouth bubble to write their punchlines. So Natasha and Tony, we're going to put you two into the bubble first to write your punchlines from the setups that have been provided to you by our new head writer, God Eats Bagels. They wrote
God, no.
Congratulations.
wrote a bunch of catchphrases, so we give them one shot here. So Natasha, let's see, you're going to be adding punchlines to the following setups. Number one, my doctor said I have a bad case of neckties because, ellipses. Number two, when I was a kid, we didn't have Uber Eats. We had, ellipses. Number three, a Florida man pulled a gun on the police chief's daughter for forgetting cream cheese on his bagel. In his defense, ellipses. And finally, the Netherlands is offering a free herring as a COVID vaccine incentive. They're calling it ellipses. So Natasha, is going to be your last time into the bubble. How are you feeling going into this?
I'm gonna miss the bubble. I think I'm gonna, instead of writing jokes, I'm gonna just like write my name on the inside of the bubble.
I like it.
You know what I mean? Like write my initials in the inside of the bubble.
I like it. That's a good way to spend the 5 minutes.
Yeah, thanks so much.
All right, Tony, you will be writing punchline.
I mean, I'm gonna write fuck Matt. Is that?
Straight killer every time.
All right, Tony, you will be writing punchlines for these setups. 1, my nickname is Golf Balls because, ellipses. 2, I want to open a store that only sells pineapples and call it, ellipses. 3, a Nebraska man made 60 naked skydiving jumps in 24 hours. His next challenge, ellipses. And finally, NBC halted production on Ultimate Slip and Slide amid reports of an explosive diarrhea outbreak on the set. And keeping with tradition, ellipses. How do you feel about those setups, Tony?
I'm feeling safe. That I'm not at the set of Ultimate Slip and Slide.
All right.
Grateful.
Let's hope that neither of you have explosive diarrhea and send you into the bubble where you will have 5 minutes to write punchlines to those setups as we play Wrong Answers Only with two of my favorite Wrong Answers Only player, Aviva and Zack. So Aviva, we're going to kick it off with you. And first up, we have several submissions in the Blabbermouth Discord, which you can join down below just before it becomes derelict. This was from Domini Arma. Please describe who is in this painting, or mural, if you prefer.
Oh boy, this is embarrassing because these are actually 3 of my uncles, and they are... they love dressing formally. That is first and foremost. They love wearing suits and ties. 2 of them like to match ties. 1, not so much.
But not blazers. And 2 like to match blazers.
2 like to match blazers. 2 like to match ties. It's kind of their thing, and it's cute. I mean, I don't get it, but it's cute. You know, they don't believe in science so much. But they do believe in punching. They think you can physically punch a disease away. So they try that whenever someone gets sick, when someone gets the flu, they try to, punch the vapors around whoever's sick, and they might even punch a sick person in the mouth. It's not a good practice. I don't believe in it. I believe in medicine and vaccines, and I go to the doctor. They don't. They like punching. They like punching germs, and I think it's really weird, personally.
Have you ever punched a plunger in, or maybe
punched a what?
Plunger into like a syringe?
Yeah, I've punched.
Is that how it works? I'm just trying to figure out how this is going to happen.
Have I punched one?
Yes.
Oh, because I come from a family of punchers?
Right.
Yeah,
Yes.
you and your punching ilk.
Right. Yeah, when I use my French press in the morning, I like to give it a good punch down. I like to punch a syringe in someone's arm whenever I'm administering the needle. I don't know why you think I would do that. Yeah, I like to punch. So soon.
All right, Zach. This one's from
Yeah.
Cheese Badger. What band is this, and what song are they known for?
This was actually the Blue People group featuring Red Guy. Didn't take off, but you got to fail before you succeed. You know, Blue People group featuring Red Guy were phenomenal. But due to some behind the scenes differences, particularly whether they could get Red Guy to wear blue, that was really the main focal issue between the band.
Why was he so into the red?
I don't know. I mean, even one of them put on makeup like a Klingon, and he's like, even I'm down for blue, and I don't want to be human anymore. But Red Guy just stuck by red. I mean, I think he might have seen an episode of Blabbermouth and was like, I like red. I don't like Phil.
Oh man, I do miss BPG featuring red.
You're an inspiration.
All right, Aviva, what musical are they rehearsing?
This musical is it's the Sound of Music 2. It's a very fun sequel. Set in a country. I don't want to guess what it is because I'm not going to do that. It's in a different country than the one The Sound of Music takes place in, which is awesome.
It's different.
It's different.
Oh, it's not the same one.
It's different. You know how in The Sound of Music there was like no mud?
Yeah.
Actually, that's a great point.
In The Sound of Music 2, it's like mostly, there's a lot of mud. It's like mostly mud. And so in The Sound of Music, there was more like dancing, and this is more about like thrusting forward and jumping.
Got it.
This has kind of a stomp vibe to it.
It's a little more stomp than, yeah, exactly. You got it.
I'm excited to see that in a double feature with In the Heights.
Yeah.
All right, Zach. This one's from Domini Arma. What is this team's full name, and what sport do they play?
Their full name is actually Red Cum. And they what sport do they play?
Yes.
They play those guys play the game that we all love, which is archery.
I'm actually checking my notes. I have the actual answer for this one. It says they don't play, they fuck.
Oh no.
I apologize to the Red Cum franchise for assuming they even played. Clearly I should have kept my mouth shut on the sport. But yeah, no, it's just good to see them, competing again.
Everybody wins.
Yeah.
All right, so Aviva, who is this and why are they famous?
This is actually this person is famous because they are the person who they like to show up to sports arenas, like a track. They're on a track. And they like to, typically in a sports arena, you move, you run or you play a sport. They like to sit down. It's actually a form of protest against the brutality in sports. And, like in football, for instance, there's a lot of brain injuries that occur in men. It's a big problem. So this is actually a political movement. This really brave person has started. And also their clothes made them famous. I don't know. It's like a cool outfit or something.
All right. That is the end of wrong answers only. Let's bring Tony and Natasha out of the bubble. Tony, how do you feel about your punchlines?
I feel strong. I feel like I've explored who I am as a person through them, and I have a feeling that's going to be pretty funny.
All right, Natasha, how do you feel about your punchlines?
I feel like I wish I'd written some down. But I feel like if they existed, I probably would like them. I got some notes.
Excellent. Listen, you got a pen. That's step number one.
Step number one.
First rule of comedy.
All right, let's get some setups for Aviva and Zack and send them into the bubble.
Okay.
Yep. So, Zack, you'll be adding punchlines to the following setups. Number one, have you ever tried Father's Daying? That's when you ellipses. Number two, I like my sex like I like my Netflix originals, ellipses. Number three, an Olympic runner was banned after a positive steroid test and he blamed a pork burrito. As a result, ellipses. And finally, an Austrian man was jailed for 19 months after tattooing a Nazi symbol on his testicle. Authorities got suspicious when, ellipses. Zack, you've been in the bubble quite a bit. How do you feel about these?
I'm good, man. We don't have to wear masks anymore. Get me in there with Aviva. Let's cough and laugh and exchange notes. It's going to be fun.
Not sure why coughing's necessary, but Aviva, these are your setups. Number one, I call my bedroom the dad joke because ellipses. Two, high school for me was like in the heights, ellipses. Three, Toronto rallied to save a tiny kitten who was born without a butthole. Even more amazing, ellipses. And finally, fast food staff were arrested for not giving police free burgers. Which explains why, ellipses. How do you feel about those setups, Aviva?
Love them. Think they're good. I like them a lot.
Excellent.
And I will work with them. And I'll stop speaking now.
Gotti Spiegel says, without a butthole and nary a butthole. That is the situation going in to the bubble as we play Explain This with Tony and Natasha. So we're going to start with Natasha on this one. And so this one is at Natasha Muse, a.k.a. CS Clueless. If Batman doesn't go down on ladies, then why is he always under the hood?
Yeah.
Natasha, normally I have a question, but just explain this tweet about the Dark Knight.
Yeah, this is about Dark Knight, everyone's favorite knight who is dark. And it's about how he loves fixing cars. He's a big car nut. Everyone knows that. He likes transmissions, motors, gears, oils, lubes, sparks, plugs.
Sure.
Okay. Pistons.
Cranks.
Yes.
Rods.
Levers, pulleys, all of it. He's always under the hood. He is the world's greatest car detective. Everybody knows that. And that's what that joke is definitely about.
Excellent.
He loves a gadget.
He do.
He do love a gadget.
He do love a gadget.
Domini Arma in the chat suggested rims as well, which that's a good point.
Rims.
Yeah, that'd be a good job.
He's really good at rims.
All right, this is at Tony Zav _ This is January 29th, 2019. You know that song, I'm a Bitch? Did you write that? What inspired,
Yeah, I love that.
What inspired this, Tony?
Just love that song, and I was thinking about asking the person who wrote it if they wrote it. I'd like to find them. I did tweet at Meredith Brooks. You don't have to answer that.
But everybody else does.
Yeah, it's fun to sing too if you really put your voice into it. So
You know
Just
that
imagine what it would
song, I'm
sound.
a bitch. Did you write that?
Oh, you did the whole thing as a
Yeah.
melody. There you go.
Right? I'm a Batman. I'm a mechanic.
All right. Well, it's good to know where that tweet came from. Next up, we've got at Natasha Muse 6/9 is 69 with dental dams. Natasha, please
What's
explain
up?
this tweet about dental dams.
Well, you guys know what dental dams are? You
They're
do?
I think so. They're like
Yeah.
they're squares.
They're definitely squares. Yeah.
It
Or
stops
like,
water from going between your teeth.
oh, they're for dentists. Oh, I get it. I get it now. Yeah. So like that's what I can't even, yeah, that's what that's about. Also, because everyone, all right, last one I was being funny and I was came up with an alternate. This is going to be the truth. This is what that's 69, right? With that's what a dental dam looks like. It's just a big straight lightning bolt between. That would have been funnier is if you get struck by lightning. That would have been a funnier joke. 6/9 is 69ing with getting struck by God for being evil.
I mean, the only problem I have with it is usually dental dams that I use are not slightly taller than both people using them. Like it's normally not an entire like sheet that's like a full several inches.
You don't buy your dental dams at Costco.
I do not. I do not.
Yeah, but I mean, the whole idea that we're just numbers, like the 69 thing is only appropriate if like those people don't have legs.
I did think it was restricted to that community.
Yeah.
That sounds fun, man. Like a huge piece of rubber that you just throw your whole body into.
Does sound delightful.
Maybe like a room made just of rubber. That would be fun.
This is Tony Zav on Instagram, November 6th, 2012. You're going to find that this is his first ever Instagram post. He chose this image, a heavily vignetted photograph of this strapping lad with the text #duck. Please explain duck.
Well, I mean, I was just throwing a mix of childlike wonder with dad energy. So I was really trying to figure out what Instagram was all about at the time, and I just thought it was funny to make a looking glass type filter.
It looks
in
like you're
which
about to snipe
you could
the
imagine
duck.
the backstory of me wandering through Neary Lagoon in Santa Cruz, California, and coming across a beautiful duck. And staring with wonderment at it. And then also, you know, if you go on #duck, you can find other people who have had similar experiences.
See, did you just give us a 9-month sub? You're incredible. And this is the last one. Thank you for joining us. I appreciate that one.
Wait, this is the last one?
People love
yes.
content.
Oh, no. I didn't know that.
It's the last one for us.
I mean, now that C's kept the streak going, I feel like we have to do another one.
I like Max's response. #duck requires no explanation.
I felt differently.
None of these require explanation. It's hard to. The jokes are perfect. How am I supposed to elaborate on them?
Closest I got to being in AA was when I had a dream about pegging Alan Alda.
My favorite part is just hearing you read my jokes. I'm gonna miss this the most.
All right. Well, let's see. We got.
I posted this on Facebook. I posted this on Facebook, and a lady who is a self-described comedian just posted like, "Here are other celebrities that have AA," and I just was like, "You're not adding to the conversation anyway."
This is not a writer's room. Well, I mean, I guess this show technically is. All right, this is Tony Zav. A lot of people don't know Tony is an Episcopal priest. This is him worshiping. Tony, do you want to outline your faith for the people?
Raised Catholic, no longer Catholic. For a myriad of reasons, which none of which are very funny. I'm learning that I don't post a lot of jokes if you're just posting a picture of me. I don't put a lot of jokes out there on the social media, but still follow me if you like pictures of ducks and one person.
Does this one have #duck also?
Yeah, find the hidden duck in this image. It's there. It may have made a nest in that tree.
It's under the flannel.
Yeah.
And finally, May 26, 2021, Name a movie scene that's more disheartening. I will wait.
I will. I'm waiting. What's great is that some people have responded sincerely to that tweet. It's really cute. With scenes from like Love Actually or something like that. Or say anything. Something. Actually love. This isn't.
I can scroll, but nothing will happen. I'm scrolling.
Okay. I see you scrolled and yeah, this was a fun tweet that I accidentally removed my pin tweet. So this was like, I guess you're up, kid. That's from Indiana Jones, and the one scene where the guy takes the heart out of an extra.
I mean, this was the scene where I realized I was watching the worst Indiana Jones movie, so it truly applied in my situation. All right, let's pull Aviva and Zack. Bubba, thank you. Thank you for the sub. Man, who knows that ending the show, everything must go. These subs have to go at full price. That is the price that they are going at. We appreciate it. Thanks for joining us. All right, all 4 comics have written their punchlines. Aviva, how do you feel about your jokes?
Good. Feel good.
Zack, how do you feel about your punchlines? Excellent. Let's see who's got the best ones and play Punched Up. Each comic has written 4 punchlines to the Blabbermouth writing staff's bad setups, and now they will go head-to-head, and you, the chat, will vote for the best jokes.
Yep, and also our writing staff here at Blabbermouth hold comedic catchphrases in a very high regard. So to honor the classic catchphrases such as "you might be a redneck" or "hamburger," our staff has given each of you a court-appointed catchphrase of your very own. So we asked the comics to lean in on these and perform them to their fullest after saying their punchlines. And also, some of the catchphrases have been written by Gotti's Bagels tonight. So,
yes. Also, what court is supplying these? What circuit level court is supplying these catchphrases? That's what I want to know.
It's very low level.
69th level.
All right. Round 1. We've got classic jokes. First up, we are going Aviva versus Zack. That's right. We're going right to the right side of the screen for a battle. Aviva, what do you call your bedroom?
Interestingly enough, I call my bedroom the dad joke because I have sex with your dad in my bedroom. And after we do, we always laugh about how much of a failure you are, which is really funny.
Jesus.
It's even funnier in my head.
It's super messed up that she does it, but she does it.
Which dad am I talking about? It's hard to say.
Is that your catchphrase?
It's even funnier in my head was my catchphrase.
I literally never know the catchphrases. It's never me like prompting you when I say that. All right. All right, Zack, tell me about this new holiday.
Oh, you got to try this. Well, it's not really a holiday. It's more of a prank, but it's called Father's Daying someone. And that's when you ask someone if you can borrow money from them or just have some money. And then you take that money and you go buy them a hideous tie with it. And it sucks because it falls perfectly in line with my catchphrase, which was unintentional. But now that's some wacky Zacky taffy.
That was a delightful laugh.
All right. So now the punchline battle will be voted on by you, our live audience here on Twitch. If you're watching us live, you just need to be logged in to make your vote count. Once you're logged in, all you have to do is vote 1 for 2. In this case, it's 1 for Aviva and her I Call My Bedroom the Dad Joke Because, or 2 for Zack's Have You Ever Tried Father's Daying. 1 for Aviva, 2 for Zack. Get your votes in now.
Shout out to Best Games Unlimited and Benny Dell for being here, and Carpe Doom. Oh, man.
I'm not going to chat in this one.
By the way, the subscribers, their votes count for triple. 3 votes.
Right.
Oh my God.
3 times multiplier, some would say.
Some would. Some have. Great punchlines. Thank you,
Wedhead. That sounds sincere when it's not God Eats Bagels.
Yeah.
This is a close one, guys. You need to get down to it. Get your votes in. 3 times multiplier.
God Eats Bagels is just growing more powerful.
Red's mom.
Red's mom, woo!
Oh, and my mom.
that dad joke was just so tasty.
No! I know.
Tie.
All right, coming down to it. Come on,
I'm
guys.
scared.
5 seconds.
A 69 is like a tie in a
4
way.
seconds. 3 seconds.
Guys, there's still 2
2
seconds. There's 2 seconds
for
to
Zack.
turn the tide.
1 for Aviva.
Oh,
Thanks, Tom.
Guys, we got a tie. We got a tie right there. It almost went too far, but I called it right before we got that last vote in.
This is great.
Yes.
I
All right.
love it. I love working.
Don't worry, Phil's been working on his math the whole time. All right. Next up, we got Natasha versus Tony. Left side of the screen. How you feeling?
Good.
All right, Natasha. How'd your doctor's visit go?
Well, I gotta tell you, Red. My doctor, she said I have a bad case of the neckties because I keep getting it twisted. Also, I keep hanging around fuck nuts.
hey.
Somebody's got a great catchphrase.
Okay. Honestly, what? Wait, before I get to that, remember, whose house runs house?
Always have to
Lest
remember
you
that.
forget.
All right, Tony, what is your nickname?
Well, my nickname is Golf Balls. And, well, it's because one time I asked everybody to call me T-Bone. And they said, no, we're going to call you Golf Balls instead. And they said it was because they love to hit me. I'm a beast in the paint and a master of the taint.
Whoa.
Wow. Tony, you're not supposed to write your own. You just,
I'm a beast
they
in the
give you
taint in the paint.
Tony, you can't freestyle your catchphrase.
One for Natasha and her doctor who's got a bad case of neckties, or 2 for Tony and his golf balls.
Old T-Bone.
Old T-Bone golf
I think
balls.
T-Bone's a better name, but they went with Golf Balls.
Yeah, well, because they're always hitting you. You got to stop hanging out with them.
I know. But secretly, I like it.
Did they yell 4 before they whack you?
They say, well, yeah, that's the amount of strokes.
Your balls do have some nice dimples, though.
Someone goes, can I play through? And they just let that person beat the shit out of you for a little while.
Yeah, these are all better alternate punchlines than what I said. Thanks, Gotti's Bagels. Gotti's Bagels is on my side, Zach.
Yeah, because he's being sarcastic.
Oh.
Or she.
Yeah, I guess if you
I
read
don't
it with
know.
a sarcastic tone,
I don't
it's pretty
know
hurtful.
who God Eats It hurts. God Eats Bagels and Red's mom are never chatting at the same time. You know, there's a lot of suspicious theories I got going. See, Red's mom chimed in way after.
You know, when doves cry, I used to think that was the lyric. Maybe I'm just like my father, T-Bone. It's too bold, but I used to think his name was T-Bone.
Maybe I'm just like my
calls
father,
himself T-Bone. Me too.
T-Bone.
I call myself T-Bone too.
All right, I'm loving these alternate emotes from Enlightened. The one with the rainbow fans are delightful, as are the rainbow unicorns. All right, 5 seconds, 4 seconds,
God Eats Bagel,
3
you got me
seconds.
shook.
2 for Tony, 1 for Natasha. It's a close one, but Tony pulled that one out with 51.9%.
Wow.
It's a close
Ooh,
one.
nice.
Edge.
I laughed too much at it. I'm sorry. I can only apologize to myself.
All right, next up, Zack versus Natasha. Zack, how do you prefer your sex?
Oh, I like my sex like I like my Netflix originals, baby. Just happening one after the other, no room for a break, not even 5 seconds. You know, I'm done with one sex. And then I'm like, I should probably get some water, go to the bathroom. And no, next one right now. It's starting, and also paid for by a friend I don't really keep in touch with anymore. Now that's some wacky zacky taffy.
All right, Natasha, what was it like when you were a kid?
Well, I gotta tell you, Red, when I was a kid, we didn't have Uber Eats. We had a cool uncle who wasn't afraid to drive drunk. R.I.P. R.I.P. fucknut. But remember, whose house? Run's house.
Run's house.
I'll try to remember.
All right, now, chat, get your vote. 1 for Zack and his sexy Netflix originals, or 2 for Natasha and her drunk ass uncle. 1 for Zack, 2 for Natasha. Get your votes in.
That is what
I knew
preceded
it.
Uber Eats. Huh? Where's the music? There we go.
It is
I will
weird
s-
that that's like a sentence I could say truthfully to my children.
Whose house?
Runs.
You could say that.
Ron's house.
Whose house? What is it? That's a song, right? Run DMC?
Yeah. And it was the theme song to the reality TV show Run's House.
Oh, good
for
pull.
him.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
Oh, it's
How's
from
he
Run's
doing?
house.
Yeah, it's from the show Run's House.
Oh,
He's doing okay, I think. Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah. I'm down here in LA, so, we cross paths
Oh,
quite a bit.
Do you run into
Funny running into you here. The guy's like, I'm not Rev Run.
All right, get your vote in. This is an incredibly close one.
oh,
Counting down 5 seconds, 4 seconds, 3 seconds, 2 for Natasha, 1 for Zack.
Sorry, God Eats Bagels. You're powerless. All your subs can't do a thing about it.
No matter how many you domed, 54.2%. Zack wins that round. Well done,
That
Zack.
was my best joke, man. That was my best one of the 4. Fuck.
All right. And next up, the last head-to-head round matchup of the first round of these classic joke setups. Tony versus Aviva. Tony, you were up first.
yeah.
Tell me about this new business idea.
Dude, I have the best business idea I think I've ever had, and you know how many I've had. But
So
I
many.
want to open a store that only sells pineapples and call it Pizza Topping Supply Store for maniacs. I'm a beast in the paint and a master of the taint.
Delightful.
For maniacs. That God Eats Bagels got it.
All right. Aviva, what was high school like for you?
Oh boy. High school for me was like in the heights. Everyone was always singing and dancing, which I found to be strange. I would ask my teachers, can we maybe like learn algebra or economics? Maybe like everyone in the school is failing, but they forced us all to perform constantly. It's even funnier in my head.
All right, now you get to vote, chat. 1 for Tony and his store that only sells pineapples, and 2 for Aviva and her In the Heights fame school. 1 for Tony, 2 for Aviva. Are you guys watching The Heights?
Yeah, I watched
No.
I watched it with my kids, and the funniest part was when the girl just goes, she quiets him. She's like, "Hold on, quiet. I want to listen to my block." And then just listens to the sound of the block for like 30 seconds. It's insane. It's not a
Well,
good.
you wouldn't
Not a good
get
movie.
that in Half Moon Bay, man. You got to come to the big city, baby.
I go outside all the time and go, "Quiet. I want to listen to my ocean."
Sometimes I just put my ear to the third rail of BART and I'm just like, shh. I want to hear this.
I saw In the Heights in a movie theater. First movie I saw post-pandemic, and it was pretty well attended in New York City. And at the moment where the main romantic couple kissed, the music cut out for like one of the only times in the movie, and there was like a sarcastic teenager in the back who said, I knew that was going to happen. And the entire theater erupted in laughter. Just laughed at a fucking silly-ass teenager out of the theater. And it was a delight. It was a delight. High point of the movie.
Aw, I miss movie theaters.
Yeah, they're
They're
good.
back.
Okay, now that I'm thinking that Red's mom here could possibly be God Eats Bagels, saying good one, Zach, hurts my feelings.
All right, 5 seconds, 4 seconds, 3 seconds, 2 for Aviva, 1
What the?
for
hell?
Tony.
Nice.
Oh.
Yay.
Coming down to it. Get your votes. It's a
Aviva.
tie right now. Come on,
Great
vote if you
tying.
haven't.
I feel like when I made the joke about the dad, like I wasn't talking about Red's
Boom.
dad. Like I feel like
Aviva,
Red's
congratulations. Phil Griffiths snuck in there, 58.8%. He
Not
must be
making
a
me do math.
subscriber because that was a huge swing.
Was huge.
Wow,
It was the dad apology tour that
Huge
got her
swing,
back on.
Phil.
I made
Jesus.
a mistake.
I like that Natasha is withholding her votes just in case of a almost
What
tie.
is that? It's crazy.
Yeah.
All right, we are at the end of round 1, which means we need to know where we stand. Where do we stand, Phil?
Yeah, we're standing. We're standing where Natasha isn't, because Natasha has 0 points, so she's not on the board yet. But we're over, standing near people with points. Is Tony has 1 point, and then Aviva and Zack are tied with 1.5 points each, which is going to be my mathematical nightmare at the end of the round. So,
Wow.
So in a way,
Currently-
I'm tied with the audience.
yeah, that's right.
All right, so that is the end of round 1. Next up, we have a little round we like to call round 2. It's very similar to the previous round, but we are on this side of the screen, and we're doing monologue jokes now. So first up, we are going to have Zack v. Tony. So Zack, tell me about this Olympic runner.
Oh, well, an Olympic runner was, wait till you hear this. An Olympic runner was banned after a positive steroid test, and he blamed a pork burrito. As a result, Senor Roidos has been shut down for the deceiving name and nature of their absolutely freaking shredded pork burrito. Now that's some wacky zacky tapping.
Oh, God, it's Bagels with some words of encouragement.
Yay, you got this. I hate you.
Yeah.
All
Hey,
right.
It's a good one, Zach.
Tony, I know you
H.
love naked skydiving, but what's
Yeah.
this about this Nebraska man?
Well, I keep up with naked skydiving news, as we all do, I'm sure. And I'm sure we all saw the headline about a Nebraska man who made 60 naked skydiving jumps in 24 hours. His next challenge? Pleading not guilty at his public nudity sex offender hearings. And he should maybe consider hiring me because I'm a beast in the paint, but I'm a master of the taint. And not law, but taint.
Yeah, I mean,
Taint liable, Your Honor.
Right now, vote for your favorite joke here. 1 for Zack and his Senor Roidos, or 2 for Tony and his naked taint. 1 for Zack, 2 for Tony.
Fucking
I just
Senor.
picture them going, you hired this guy to be your lawyer? And he's like, he said he was a master of the taint.
Wow, these numbers are insane.
Oh my God.
I've never seen such numbers.
This is the what do you call it? Backlash from the pineapple thing.
Yeah,
I
you
mean, also
We lost a lot of
subscribers.
people.
Subscribers love Zach, is all I'm gonna say.
Okay.
I'm going to see if I can make it swing the other way here. Let's go.
Subs love Zach.
Oh, no, I couldn't do it.
I got these bagels. I gotta be honest, Zach. Thank you for breaking your.
I love the passive aggressive of not spelling your name right, too, which is awesome.
Oh, I hardly noticed that one. That hurt.
That's a deep cut. All right, coming into it, 5, 4, 3, 2, 4, 1, and boop. That is it. And the winner this round is Zach with 83.9%. Well done.
Zach, you'll be seeing me in court.
Taint your day. All right, next up, we have Natasha versus Aviva. Natasha, tell me about this man in Florida.
Yeah, this Florida man pulled a gun on the police chief's daughter for forgetting cream cheese on his bagel. In his defense, she did replace the cream cheese with a note that said, "What are you going to do about it? LOL. I'm the daughter of the police chief, fucknut." What? You got to remember. Whose house?
Ron's house.
I'm almost remembering now.
It's all coming back to.
That's a great point, Bubba Master. That was very rude of me to interrupt. Very unprofessional. I'm getting the hang of it, though. I'll be better next show. All right,
Give you votes. I can only blame you, Red.
Aviva, tell us about this adorable kitten.
Aw. Toronto rallied to save a tiny kitten who was born without a butthole. Even more amazing, Los Angeles refuses to save a small Jewish woman with one butthole. Me. Somebody please save me. I desperately need your help. It's even funnier in my head.
All right. So now you get to vote, chat. 1 for Natasha's Florida man with a mouthy daughter, or 2 for Toronto's kitten with one butt. 1 for Natasha, 2 for Aviva.
Kitten
No
with
butt.
No butt.
Kid with one
No
butt.
butthole.
Phil, we're at the show.
All right. I mixed up Aviva and the cat. I was confused.
Aviva's the kid with one butt.
Aviva's got one butthole.
I have one.
Kitten has no butt. Okay. All right. Next time.
No.
Next time.
This is how bad at math Phil is.
I know.
Oh boy.
You guys are throwing halves
boy.
at me. What the fuck?
Phil, let me look at these scores. Let me proofread that.
How many buttholes do you have? I don't know. 30? Is that high?
What did they do? How did they rally?
I don't know.
Rally around the butthole.
I got a screwdriver.
Rallied around. Oh, God.
I assume they used Assbook.
Oh,
Oh, like Facebook, but for ass? Okay.
Probably
Okay.
just used a screwdriver, if we're going to be honest.
Should be
no.
the sequel. Should be the sequel to Don't Fuck with Cats.
They had to use a Phillips to make her regular.
All right, 5 seconds. 4 seconds.
yeah. Usually it's a bad thing when they're like, "I'm gonna tear you a new asshole."
2 for Aviva.
That would have been good.
1 for Natasha.
Cat's like, thank God.
Yeah, this came coming from a place of love.
It is filling up in here. Please tear me a new asshole.
51.7%. Aviva eked that one out. Much like the cat after it got its new.
Oh boy.
All right. I'm done with this one. This has led terrible places. Let's go to the next one. We have Tony.
Wait, just picturing someone going, like, the cat walks by and it shows your butthole. You're like, they're always showing their. Wait a minute.
Everybody rally around me.
I gotta make some phone calls. I'm sorry.
All right. Next up, we've got Tony versus Natasha. All right. So Tony.
Yeah.
Tell me about this NBC production.
Well, I always keep up with NBC production news, as you know, as we all do. And I read that they halted production on Ultimate Slip and Slide amid reports of an explosive diarrhea outbreak on the set. But in keeping with tradition, the show must go on, and they decided to just turn it into an episode of Fear Factor. I'm a beast in the paint, but whoever was on set on the site of Ultimate Slip and Slide was not a master of the taint.
No,
But I am.
We've really found our theme here. All right, Natasha. What's happening up in Scandinavia?
Well, the Netherlands is offering a free herring as a COVID vaccine incentive.
Oh.
They're calling it, I have it written down, And that is a Norwegish for bribe a fucknut. It was funnier in Aviva's head, guys. But remember, whose house?
Runs
house.
Yeah.
All right. Get your votes in
four on
now.
the fuck nuts.
Yeah, it's
Impressive.
just such an airtight bit.
Get your votes in now. 1 for Tony and his ultimate slip inside of diarrhea. 2 for Natasha and her nerve. I don't even know. I can't even say that one. The Netherlands joke.
Durf nerder further.
Nerve and fur. 1 or 2.
It's Norwegish.
Yeah, maybe
Guys, Bagel said I was a gentle soul.
maybe it's time to try your other favorite word. Let's see where that gets you.
I don't want to ruin my streak. Going for the big. I'm shooting the moon. Got the. Oh, am I gonna fuck that up too? All right. Well, whatever.
I didn't get a herring.
You
I didn't
did
get a
it?
herring. No, I didn't get a herring. Where's my herring?
I was gonna go for like a red herring angle. I didn't know if that was too much of a literary reference. For this one.
Yeah.
Yeah, this audience is dumb.
Yeah, I mean, you got God Eats Bagels here tonight. Got to take it all into consideration.
I'm just going by what they're voting for, you know?
All right, getting down to it. 5 seconds,
Can we not
4
insult
seconds, 3 seconds, 2 for Natasha. 1. Well, 1's for Tony.
One is for Tony. I think people
And-
didn't know that. Wasn't clear.
That is it. Natasha was 63.3%. She got all the votes out of these fucknuts. Well done. We have one last head-to-head matchup. This is going to be Zack v.
The last.
Aviva, the last
Oh.
Aw.
head-to-head matchup. So hopefully
Oh.
they wrote some punchlines. All right, Zack,
Angel.
I know you love Nazis.
I couldn't be happier to have this as my last head-to-head ever on this show. So prestigious. An Austrian man was jailed for 19 months after tattooing a Nazi symbol on his testicles. Authorities got suspicious when they overheard him saying, "I should have just done a swastika, man. Nobody can tell it's a copy of Mein Kampf drawn on my testicles." Now that's some wacky tacky zacky taffy.
All right, and now to Aviva. What's going on in the fast food realm?
Fast food staff were arrested for not giving police free burgers, which explains why our tax dollars are well spent on the police and our city budgets are also spent appropriately. Shout out to those boys in blue and keep fighting the good fight. It's even funnier in my head.
All right, this is your last chance to vote, chat, in the head-to-head rounds. It's 1 for Zack and his Australian man with a Mein Kampf on his nuts, or 2 for
Austrian.
Aviva. Oh, Austrian.
Oh.
What did I say? Australian?
Yeah.
No.
What's
Might
the,
have been funnier. If I
show
went
me
up.
the
Then my
difference
joke
on a
wouldn't have
globe.
made any sense.
Oh, nar, whatever it is. All right, so the or 2 for Aviva's and her love of the men in blue.
Oh, somebody in
Yeah.
the chat. That Nazi's nickname? Golf balls.
Oh, what a beaut.
I'm voting 3 for Natasha.
People just call people golf balls sometimes, you know? It's not like an insult.
No, it's honestly the thing I have the problem with is them beating the shit out of you, Tony.
Yeah.
I don't think that's acceptable friend behavior.
But I do see the way he smiles when you bring it up, and that makes me.
Yeah. It is more complicated than I'm giving credit for sure.
Yeah, there's like a Stockholm situation going on there, but I've
Well,
learned
that's what you get. That's what you get from old golf balls. That's not T-bone behavior.
No, you're right.
Oh.
You just like my father.
Oh, this is a close one.
We're close.
Nazis or cops?
Nazis are cops.
I think
5,
people want to see another tie just to mess with Phil.
4,
Oh.
3.
Whoa.
Phil's
Two.
head will explode.
Yeah, figure that out.
For Aviva, 1.
Wow.
Oh.
Nazis are cops.
For Zack.
Bombs. Now that's a catchphrase.
All right.
Caesar cops.
57.1% for Aviva, winning the last ever head-to-head
Wow.
round. Well done, Aviva.
Cool.
Zach, you'll carry your shame forever. All right.
Stand by my Mein Kampf testicle tattoo.
All right, that brings us to the end of the second round, which means we need to know where we stand. Phil, where do we stand?
Yeah, it's really anybody's game at this point. We have everybody battling back. Natasha came through with 1 point in that round to save some face. Tony bombed his ass off and stayed at 1 point that round. And then Zack, somehow, luckily, I guess, kind of got 2.5 points. I don't really remember those coming in, but I guess he did. And then Aviva killing it with 3.5 points going into the last one here.
Incredible. I mean, listen, the points are all over the place, but we still have another round, and it is a round that we like to call
the final round.
No, it's the ultimate last concluding ending, utmost terminal bitter end finishing round. It's what we call it every week, Phil. I don't know why you can't get that one. We are going to have all 4 comics come up with the best response to a prompt, but first, we are going to need a suggestion from the chat. Do you want to get, or should I do this?
Well, no, I can read it. We had at our, so we're not doing this just from the chat. We actually had one of our favorite comics on the show, Alexandria Love, who, for the record, has the most wins on this show ever. I think also the most appearances, so she's cleaning house there. But so Alexandria wrote the final prompt for you guys. You guys are going to be, she wrote a little letter to you guys. She said, "Dear broke bitches, we all love Red and Old Man Phil." A little hateful, but now is the time to tell them why. For your final Blabbermouth prompt, please make one nice statement about each of the hosts. If it's a mean statement disguised as a nice one, even better. Hate you all, Alexandria. So your final prompt of the night is to make one nice statement about each of the hosts.
And you have 2?
Each?
Yep.
Yes.
That's what each means.
Good lords.
Each?
Each. So that's going to be between all of you. That's 4 for me and 4 for Phil. Man, this is why Alexandria Love was so great at this game. Just screwing with contestants even when she's not on the show.
I know.
Mind games that never stop. So they will have 2 minutes to come up with that, which is how long this song takes to play. Normally, when this is happening, we're telling you about our upcoming shows. But guess what? That's not a long time. That's not going to take us a long time to get through. I don't know.
Where are you going? You're going to be up soon. Where are you going to be?
I'm going to be in the Bay Area at the end of July. If you want to see me in Sacramento, I'm going to be featuring for Dean Del Rey at the Sacramento Punchline. If you want to see me in the first month of August, I'm going to be featuring for Jenny Zagrino at the San Francisco Punchline. And so that's what I'm going to be up to. Do you have anything coming up, Phil?
Yeah, I'm going to be ribbon cutting, I guess, at the San Jose Improv this Thursday night, the 24th. I'll be at the San Jose Improv for their grand reopening. And then I'll be at the San Francisco Punchline July 1st through the 3rd for their grand reopening. So come out and watch a show there.
Go see it. We got some comments coming in from the chat. God Eats Bagel loves my diligence to the quality and professionalism of my work and bringing the best out of everyone with his earnest, palpable, and effortless charm. That's me, smooth and effortless. Thank you, God Eats Bagels. Thank you, Big Guy Ruiz. Phil's dry sense of humor and ability to roll with all different kinds of improvisational punchlines, the whole time being genuine with himself and his takes. That's very nice as well. I think the song ended, so everybody gets to say nice things about us in the order of least amount of points to most amount of points. So, Phil, where are we going to start?
We're obviously probably going to start with Tony, just to make things worse for him. But Tony, tell us a nice thing about us. That's weird to say.
Yeah, I mean, this was pretty easy to write. So, Phil You're a warm-hearted, sweet human being with a unique comedy voice and a rare elegance that is hard to find. That's very uncommon. Red, you're a warm-hearted, sweet human being with a unique comedy voice and a rare elegance that is hard to find. Very uncommon. And you know that you could trust me because I'm a beast in the paint and a master of the change. Who's with me?
Thank you, Tony.
Right.
Yes, enjoy your compliments.
Yes. All right. So now we'll turn to Natasha. Natasha, can you tell us one nice statement about each of us?
Yeah, I feel like you guys obviously you both found your footing with this show, and I'm excited to see what the future holds. Red, I've never seen you funnier than on this show when you read my tweets. And Phil, your presence on the show is a constant inspiration to everyone who wants to try comedy and feel like maybe they're not good enough. And your presence, I feel like, always makes Red look a little funnier. Which is honestly, that's really hard to do. So anyways, you've both found your footing on the show. Here's to so many more. Now that you're on square one, you're ready to grow.
My
Looking
mom
forward to
said, "Good one, Natasha."
Oh, that's so sweet. I already won.
All right. So now, oh wait, do you have a catchphrase?
Do I have a catchphrase? Phil, you got to remember. Whose house?
Run's
House.
Zoom is terrible for doing things in sync.
Yeah. All right. So now we'll turn over to Zack. Zack, this is your last final prompt here in Blabbermouth. Can you tell us some nice things about Red and myself?
You know, yes, well, let me give it a shot here. Phil, you are truly just an absolute dreamboat, both the sound of your voice and the sight of you. You get more handsome with each passing century. And I'm really going to miss hearing you struggle to count kitten buttholes. I don't think that's something I'll ever find again in life. Red, I wanted to write something nice about you, but I truly just trying to bring myself to do it made my stomach absolutely turn. When these cameras are off, you are so abusive and you are a monster to the stars of this show that I cannot pretend that you are a good-natured person. The day you no longer have a Twitch audience will be the day the earth truly begins to heal. Thank you both.
I'm glad somebody finally said it. I am sick of the abuse. I don't know.
Now that's some wacky tacky zappy. Tacky.
All right. So now we'll turn it over to Aviva for the final prompt of Blabbermouth. Can you let me know some nice things about Red and myself?
Sure. Red. Red recently moved to the East Coast, and I think it suits him very well. Red notoriously loves jaywalking, and he's got one hell of an attitude. He's always saying things like, "I'm walking here, and when can I catch the next Broadway rendition of In the Heights?" And that's how you know he's made for the Big Apple. Good luck out there, Red. It's the greatest city in the world. Phil, I love that white, fat beard of yours. It's a compliment. It's thick.
It's thick.
I don't even care that it's fake, which I'm pretty sure we all know that it's a fake beard. It's the brightest chin bush I've ever seen. It's so bright, it makes me want to pop on a pair of my thickest set of Ray-Bans. It's very bright. I think it's really something else, and that's the nicest thing I could think to say about you. It's even funnier in my head.
I think Bright Chin Bush will forever be in my heart. All right. So now, chat, you guys get to vote for one last time for your funniest comic of the night. You're going to go from left to right as you see them on the screen, not as they performed it, left to right. So it's 1 for Tony, 2 for Natasha, 3 for Aviva, or 4 for Zack. Get your votes in now.
Ooh, an early lead there.
Tony, slow down with the voting.
Oh, no.
I'm voting for Zack because I respect the honest feedback, you son of a bitch.
You know, the folks at Ellen really paved the way for guys like me to speak up.
Yeah.
I wish I had won that other round. Okay, that's okay. I was like, oh, can I just do zeros the whole way? Not that I care. Not that I care about numbers.
No.
I'm not into
No,
it.
it's just the last
No,
show. It's
just
not like
into
a
the
big deal.
show, whatever.
And on top.
Obviously, Zach's gonna run away with it, and that's cool.
I mean, look, as long as God Eats Bagels cooks up the amount of votes needed, which I'm sure they're doing at their...
God, it's Bagels,
Whatever you
clearly
call
your biggest fan. Thank you to everybody saying nice things in the chat, specifically
it's great.
my and Phil's parents.
Finally.
And of course, God Eats Bagels. All right, for real. I mean, no joke this time. I'm voting for Zack. I'm trying to find his
Wow.
votes. I can't.
That's so sweet.
I don't see it.
I see.
Yeah.
I think
Turning a new leaf.
you
there.
got Zack's.
I
Zack's
think
number
God Eats
4.
Oh,
He's actually going to vote for me.
I think so.
This is the time.
I'm ready.
One
You just
in
got to hit 4 and then enter if you're voting for Zack.
Yeah, God Eats Bagels. In case you've forgotten the rules, just
Yeah.
hit the number 4
Right.
and press the enter key.
And that'll
or
be-
return.
That'll be 1 to 3 votes for Zack Chapaloni. Oh, you subscribed today, so that'll be 3 votes for Zack Chapaloni.
Yeah.
Could swing the
Wow.
whole
God
thing.
Eats Bagels.
5.
Oh,
Sure.
so
So close.
Wow.
You
Because the music
whoops.
ended too.
That's fair.
Finger
Whoops.
slipped.
I think 5 is a vote for the host. Huh?
Yeah.
Come on, everybody.
All right, when all was said
Anybody
and
but Zach.
All right.
2. Okay, just to be clear, God Eats Bagels meant to vote for someone else. Piece of shit.
done. Well, when it comes down to it, honesty is the best policy, and everybody really knew that I was. All the rumors of me just lambasting people behind the scenes truly have gotten around. So Zack, with 54.8%, won the final round. So now we need to get everything tallied and figure out for the last time where we stand. Phil.
Yeah, I mean, despite every effort to really fuck me over with the math on this, I figured it out. So screw all you guys. I got it. And it turns out that our final blabbermouth of the night is Zack Chapaloni.
Thank you. Thank you. I couldn't have done it without you all writing worse jokes.
All right, congratulations, Zack. This is our last one, so people will need to look you up on other parts of the internet. What are those parts?
Find me on Instagram at Zack Chapaloni, how my name is spelled here with a K, not how God Eats Bagels spells my name in a passive aggressive way. Also, Hesby Street Pod. Subscribe to our YouTube channel. We post the full episodes there. They're really funny. And at Hesby Street Pod on Instagram is where you can watch the clips.
Next up, Aviva Siegel. Always you're wrong. Answers only. I always feel like I only need to pull up one for you to get the full 5 minutes. I always appreciated that. Where can people find you online?
You can find me on Twitter at Livin' La Viva Loca. And you can find me on Instagram at Livin' Aviva Loca. Livin' La Viva Loca was taken. It's unfortunate and it's a little confusing, but find me if you can. It's kind of a fun challenge. Or you can listen to me and other comedian Lance Smith. We do a podcast about commercials called Ad Wizards. And you can listen to that if you want. Thanks, guys.
What?
Oh, there was a question.
Yeah, no, I was going to ask, what is the next commercial you're covering?
We don't know. We don't know yet.
Natasha Muse, thank you so much for doing this show. Appreciate you being on. You're hilarious. Where can people find you and your work?
Thanks so much. On I'm on twitter.com/Natasha Muse. If you ever thought it's kind of funny, but I'm not really into the voice, you can just follow me on Twitter and just read the jokes and just imagine Red saying them. It's better that way, honestly. And I do shows and stuff, and I usually will tweet about them, etc.
Thank you so much, Natasha Muse. Also,
thank you, guys. Congratulations.
Thank you. And thank you to Carpe Doom in the chat. Best finale since The Sopranos. That's a compliment.
Whoa.
Tony Zavala, where can people find you and your work online?
Well, you can follow me on Instagram at TonyZav if you like duck content. And you can follow me on Twitter at TonyZav_ if you want to follow my search to find the composer of the song I'm a Bitch. My never-ending search. Also, I'm occasionally poke my nose in over at the Hesby Street podcast, so check that out too.
When he's not investigative journalisming.
Oh.
All right, that has been our final show. Do we want to raid somebody, Phil? Or does
might as well for the last go.
All right,
you got these bagels.
Raid.
This is my favorite part of the show.
Love you,
because
God Eats
what
Bagels.
always happens here is one of our computers is absolutely falling apart, and we're trying to find somebody to raid. And Phil's like, "What does raid have an R in it?" Like that's normally what's happening at this point. All he has to do is type /raid and then the channel we're going to. But every time.
Both letters and numbers, huh?
Thank you so much, God Eats Bagels. Thank you, EK Reese. Thank you, Gamer Girl 911-42069. Relevant Expert here. Appreciate you. Wedhead, of course. Red's mom here. Red's dad here. Whoever you may be, nobody knows. Enlightened. Case Start Fire. Thank you so much. Kirk H. Who else we got in the chat? Thank you to everybody for watching throughout the year. Singular.
Love you guys.
Yeah. Thank you so much.
Happy to be part of the last one.
Make sure if you want to follow Red, where they follow you at work.
You can find me on Twitter at Red_Scott. That's it.
And you can follow me, check me out at philcomedy.com. He has all my social on there at Phil Griffiths, all that stuff. But thank you, everyone. Thank you for my mom for watching all the time. Thank you for Red's mom for watching, and everyone else. EK Reese, everybody. That was always great for coming out and supporting the show and buying merch, all that stuff. We really appreciate you guys. Hopefully we'll see you guys around some other time.
And one last.
I hope I see you around. God Eats Bagels.
One last.
Sorry.
Time.
Go ahead.
Thank you to the champ Zack Chapaloni. Thank you to Aviva Siegel. Thank you to Natasha Muse. Thank you to Tony Zavala. I've been Red Scott.
I'm Phil Griffiths. Thanks for watching.
God is love. Rev run.
Who's